Good morning, my dear pupils. Our lesson today is my favorite authors and writers. I hope you spent a lot of time outdoors at the weekend. The winter weather makes us walk and get much fresh, frosty air. So, enjoy winter time. But today at the lesson, we'll talk about English writers. Here you can see the portraits of some of them. George Byron, Charles Dickens, and William Shakespeare, of course. I'm sure you have recognized them. These people are very famous. I want to pay your attention to the portrait of Charles Dickens because I know exactly that you have read one of his books. I want to remind you a saying, choose an author as you choose a friend. Before reading his biography, we'll work with the new words. So open your vocabularies and write down. Novelist, романіст, Victorian England, Вікторіанська Англія, Dead, борг, to give up, кидати, blacken, вакса, abroad, за кордоном, successful, успішний. Look at this person. He is an amazing author. I want to know some information about him. So, after my reading, please read it by yourself. Charles Dickens. Charles Dickens is one of the greatest novelists in the English literature. In his books, he showed a real world and people of Victorian England. Charles Dickens was born in London in 1812. His father was a clerk and had 8 children. His father always spent more money than he received. When Charles was 11 years old, his family was put into prison for his father's debts. Charles had to give up the school and work. He worked at the blacking factory 10 hours a day. Charles hated it and never forgot the experience. He used it in many novels, especially in David Copperfield and Oliver Twist. At the age of 15, he was lucky to get a job in a London lawyer's office, though he didn't like this job. When he was 16, he started to work for a newspaper. And by the age of 25, he became one of the best journalists in London. The Pickwick Papers was his first great work, which made him popular. His books became very popular in many countries, and he spent much time abroad. In the last years of his life, he began to meet with his readers and to give public readings from his books. These meetings were very successful. He never stopped writing and traveling, and he died very suddenly in 1870. After reading questions, I want you to open your copybooks and write down answers. When and where was Charles Dickens born? Why did he leave school at the age of 11? What was his first job? What was the name of his first novel? What did he do in the last years of his life? When did he stop writing? And of course, I propose you to read his famous novel Oliver Twist. If you don't have this book at home, you can find it in the internet. I wish you pleasure. See you soon, my dear pupils.